Good morning, I'm Lynn, and welcome to another day at Ewetopia Farms. So in the milk house today we've got our new hay seed that's going to go down to replace the alfalfa that got sprayed and destroyed in our barley field. So this is all the stuff we gotta replant once the barley's off. We're having a hard time getting the barley off because it's been rain, sun, rain, sun, rain, sun, and you can't get on the field. Right now we gotta get to chores. We slept in today, so we're a little behind. Tommy's been fed. He's all relaxed. You can see the ram feeder is empty except for a cat. That's Scotty's spot. So we're gonna go get the center core of a bale shortly and bring it in here for them. Here's the happy boys. Hi, how you guys doing? Cracker, hi. How you doing too? Oh, you're such a big fellow. I think this is my guy Kryptonite. And hi, you're a big fellow too. Oh, and Kodiak, we see you as well. Come on. This is Gladiator's son, so he's friendly like Gladiator. And if you can see his neck, he's got that really thick neck like his dad too. Hi, buddies. Just rolling out the hay for these Dorset breeding groups. Everybody's looking good. Like I said, we're extremely happy with the hay this year. If it can stay this good all year, we'll be ecstatic. And these guys get the center core of this one. This is a problem when your sheep are too friendly. You have to shove your way between them. In farms where they're not handling the sheep would just run off out of the way. But what's the fun in that? And next in line is always the Suffolk breeding groups. Hi, Knockout. Are you still chasing girls around? So Arnie's just forking the hay into them because he fed a fresh bale last night. So they don't need another bale this morning. But we fork it in so that they can reach it better, and it fluffs it up. It makes it fresher for them. They prefer it if it's all fluffed up. It's easier to pull out and eat because it's loosened. Like we mentioned before, the easier the feed is for them to eat, the more they will eat. And we also mentioned that you want them to eat. That's the whole point. If you want your sheep to do well, they've got to be eating. And if it's hard to access, they're not going to eat as much. They're just going to give up because it's too much of a struggle. But when you fluff it up too, it kind of gets that barn smell off it. Just makes it a lot more fresh smelling for the sheep. As I walk in here, he's definitely focused on a ewe there. This is what it looks like from Katie's view. See, before he fluffed it up, there were sheep all over the pen, but once he fluffs it up, they all come back to eat again. It's just little things like that, little tricks to get them stimulated to eat. Oh, and we got some flirting going on here. Oh, there we go. Yeah, Suffolks are known for not being out of season breeders, especially in the heat. But you can see these groups have been fairly active for the time of year. And see, she's hanging around with them because when they're in heat or cycling, they want to be with the ram. If they're not quite there, they want nothing to do with the ram. So unless the ewe is ready, there will be no breeding happening. Doesn't matter if the ram's in there. It's determined by the ewe. Because the ram would breed anyone if he could all the time. But the ewes are only interested when they're cycling. As we head into the coveralls, you can see why we're not getting the barley off and the new alfalfa planted, because this is what it's been looking like all the time. We're not complaining because we're so happy to have the moisture. But now, when you get too much of anything, it holds you up and can actually start going the reverse because you can get too much rain. Hi, Linus. Funny, these shears that we got from Kat. Whoops. Getting a storm's coming in. It's starting to get windy. But those shears, I saw the exact same ones on a video that Cammy from the sheep game put up. Oh, it was a few years ago when he was on one of those islands and they were shearing sheep. And one of them was shearing with hand shears, and they were exactly the same ones as these. So they gotta be good ones if they're using them out in Scotland. And here is Leonard. He saw me, so he's come running up. And you can see I've got a lot of his wool off. I just do a little each day as I come in. There's no pressure on it. Hi, sweetheart. Are you looking handsome with your nicely shorn fleece? Oh my goodness. Look at how pretty you are. Now we can't look at how pretty you are when you follow me around like that. See, and now everyone realizes that if I'm here petting Leonard, they all want to come up. And this is where the problem happens, because these guys are supposed to be market lambs. And I feel it's a betrayal to make friends with market lambs. Not that I mistreat them, but I don't want to get attached. So, hi, Leonard. But you guys are nice too. You are. Well, I can hear the thunder coming in, so we better work fast or we're going to get soaked. I was able to get Leonard's body all done up. It's now getting his leg, doing the fine stuff, his legs and under his belly. I might pull out the shorter handled, the shorter bladed scissors for that, just because I don't want to nick any parts that I shouldn't be nicking. These are the fall-born Dorset ewe lambs that we dewormed yesterday. Today will be their first day not going out on pasture. You can see some really mucky bums in here. But what I'm going to do is when I come in the pen here, I'm going to look for signs of diarrhea because I usually see it. And actually today I'm not seeing any in the pen. So that means, like, it works that quickly in stopping the diarrhea. And I don't see any. It looks pretty solid in here. So the dirty bums are just residual. But now they will heal up from any damage that was incurred by the worms. And in a few weeks we'll be setting them up in breeding groups. This wasn't a group that we were planning on breeding, but they're here. They're ready. We got 2 beautiful unrelated rams for them. We're probably going to use our show rams from last year, Kodiak and Klondike. They're unrelated to this group because all of these girls are from our old rams, you know, Gimli, Ferdinand, Gaston. So it's going to be really easy to set up some groups with them, and they really nice group of ewe lambs. They're technically going into yearlings now, so they're ready. Right now, Arnie's taking down some of the bedding. So he's obviously going to be bedding up some of these pens. Mainly this one. Maybe. So that way any manure that was running in here, they won't be laying in it, because they certainly don't look as clean as the ones that are outside and get nice showers all the time. These guys had the chance to have nice showers, but whenever it showered, they would all come running in. We have fair weather sheep. You're not like your hardy ancestors. They're hardy, they're just spoiled. So there they are in their nicely, freshly bedded up pen.
There's a little dirty in there.
Yeah, they're happy about that. And when he got that straw out, he let the group of mums that we just weaned out. And within 2 minutes it started to rain, so already they're heading back in. Fair weather sheep. There's a few out there still, but they should stay out. I mean, it's warm. It's not like it's a cold rain.
Okay.
That skinny girl there is the one we've been giving vitamins to. We stopped doing it now because she seems to have perked up quite a bit. She just needs to work on eating now. Most of them are staying out, but now I gotta run because all the sheep are coming out and it's very wet. Oh! Okay. Because they're creatures of habit, they self-divide. They're black and white.
These guys are more demanding than the white sheep.
The mums are still out in the rain over there. That's good. They need a bath, desperately. So we got a thank you from Alistair Bird, who's the Kiwi farmer in New Zealand. I'm going to post a little bit of that right after this. And I guess a lot of you took my advice and went over and had a look at his farm. We still watch him every day, and I'll tell you the thing we like about the people that we recommended to you guys. What we like is that it's not about the fancy toys and the money. It's about hard work and innovation and making things work with what you have while maintaining really good quality sheep. It's not about the toys, and it's not about pumping out as many lambs as you possibly can. It's about running a farm smoothly, efficiently, and to me they show more of a real life approach. It's shows how you have to be a jack of all trades. You have to do everything. You have to work in poor conditions, even when you don't want to, when you're not feeling well, when it's pouring rain, because the sheep have to be looked after. So it's really nice to see that, and I see that heavily in the people who are doing the pasture systems overseas, because for them it's more efficient to be out there. They don't have the buildings, they got a much milder climate, so they're working with what they have, and sometimes it's tough. Like, we watch them and think, oh my God, we're too old for that, but we love to see it, because I don't know, they're inspirational type people. They show you if you've got good work ethic, you can do anything and produce really good quality animals at the same time. I guess what I'm saying is you don't have to be rich to be a good sheep farmer. You just have to have the will to work and the love of farming and the love of animals. Because if you have the money, you have no excuse not to be fantastic at your job, because the toys are definitely nice and will make your life a lot easier. But realistically, sheep farming is an almost break-even industry. So you really do have to love it and pinch your pennies to make it work for you. And that's what I see in the people that we're really watching and following. They're making it despite the odds being against them. And even Cammy, like, he started off struggling, him and Lizzie, same thing. The work ethic is just unbelievable, the amount of work they put in and hours in the day. And Cammy's tipped the scales and he's on his road to success. I see that, and he deserves every ounce of it. Like, these are hard-working people. And not only that, I'm gathering they're not well-off people, but instead of being well-off money-wise, they are obviously well-off lifestyle, happiness-wise. Like, these people are happy. Look at Carol at YouTube. His family with all the kids, they obviously love each other. They work together. They support each other. It's, like I say, I guess the word is inspiring. And that's why we're really liking these things. We don't have a lot of support on our farm, and I can see how wonderful it would be to have families like that were behind you and supporting you every step of the way, laughing, enjoying yourself while you're covered in mud and manure and exhausted from a 15-hour shift with trying to lamb lambs, and they're stuck in mud and all that. It almost brings tears to your eyes. It's wonderful.
Just want to remember, thanks very much to Lynn from Ewetopia Farms, Canada. She gave us a shout out in one of her videos 4 days ago. So welcome to those subscribers that have come across from there. And if you haven't already, check out Lynn's YouTube channel. I'll put a link in the description. Yeah, pretty interesting system, completely different from what we do here indoors. One big thing is when the weather turns crappy, I wish I had her system, that we could bring all the ewes indoors and get them out of the crap weather. But hey, we don't have that, so we make do with what we've got. So thanks very much again. Appreciate you.
In the other pen now, just checking out these girls who are going to be going in with the rams in a few more weeks. We got Toonie over there. Hi, girls. Hi, Tammy. We haven't seen you for a while. How you doing? I know. Come here. Say hello. Oh, get an attitude. That's just like her. You got attitude. Hi, girls. Oh, and here's another one of our famous girls. We got Chewy here. Hi, Chew. How you doing? You want to say hello? Hi. Good girl. Good girl. You're so nice. You're so nice. Yeah. This is Cupcake's mom. I don't know if we can see it on camera, but you can see how the skin has sealed over her ears. When she was born, there were just holes in where her ears were. But nature looks after it, because a hole in your head would be pretty dangerous, I think life-threatening, if you had stuff getting in your ears all the time. So the skin grew over her ears. Didn't grow into them, so she can still hear. But I guess it's like wearing earmuffs. Her hearing will be a little muffled. She had an accident at birth, and that's how she lost her ears. But nature is interesting how they look after them. You look very pretty, Chewy. Here's another one of our famous girls. Hi, Big Betty. How you doing here? Oh, you want to say hello? Hi. There you go. This is what, if you're watching the sheep overseas, you'll see when they're talking about the flocks, many of them, way more than in Canada, are using Texel sires. Because Texels, whether you like them or not, you can never take away the fact that these are meat producers. Now, Big Betty here, she's 10 years old, so she's in retirement now. But very, very good sheep to use as a terminal sire, as well as Suffolks. Looks like the girls are coming in, and the rain is just misting now. That's what I mean. It's been extremely sporadic, the rainfall and the sunshine and everything. Just enough so that farmers can't get their work done. The problem a lot of the farmers are having now is that their oats and wheat especially are starting to form a fungus on them. It's like a mold because of the damp, humid conditions. And if that happens, they will lose their crop, because it can't be sold as feed if a mold gets on it. Our barley looks good so far. It just needs to come off. Okay, we'll see how this goes.
I'll feed them green first.
Oh, okay.
Then they'll get away from you.
Hi, buddies. You move really fast before they eat all that, because they're getting about a pound a head of grain right now, morning and night. So you have to be quick, because they'll eat it really fast, and then they'll try escape. See, this guy's already done. He's looking for his hay. Yeah, he looks really nice. Okay, let's get in here so we can... Oh, see, you're taking too long, honey.
Where are you going? Go and eat first.
See, it's gonna come out because you were delayed. Go on. No. Come on. Come on. Get. The reason he's not putting those wet bales, the little center cores, on the flat like he's supposed to, is because they are wet bales, and if we open them up and they fall apart, they're gonna mold quicker. So we fluff them up every day for them. They should finish this in 2 days. Oh, Ferdinand, you're looking handsome. So we just loosen a little bit for him. That's Klondike there. And you can see the muscling he's developed. We showed him last year. Klondike's going to be one of the rams we put with the fall ewe lambs. Arnie can't stand being around the sheep and not grabbing one. He's obsessed. That's Ferdinand he's got. Ferdinand's probably our biggest ram here, height-wise. Well, Gimli is actually tall too. You'd think it would be a Suffolk, but those are big Dorsets. They make good framey ewes, and then we put the smaller, stockier rams on those ewes. And it makes what we consider to be a really nice, medium-sized Dorset, which we're going to call the Canadian Dorset. Like we did with the Suffolks. We did the same kind of thing for making a Canadian Suffolk. This is Klondike. That's one of them. We're going to use Klondike and Cash, I think. This is Cash, my guy. This is the other Dorset we're going to use on the fall lambs. And this is Arnie's guy. Arnie always goes for the fatter ones. Well, I call them fatter. More muscular.
He's got a real good loin on him.
But I prefer Cash. And Cash, grab Cash. Cash is the other one.
Oh, I thought that was yours.
No, that's yours. That's Klondike. Cash is, that's not.
That is probably 10 inches wide, that loin. On that one.
Klondike, who I also want to use. He's the other show ram. Same sire, Sheriff, but this guy's more smooth. And I like the smooth.
Look at that tail, huh?
It's perfect.
Huh?
It's perfect.
A little long maybe, isn't it?
Well, not if you ask the people in the UK. But I like him. So those two rams we'll use on the fall lambs. They're not related. Nice rams.
There's all 3 lambs right there in the room.
Yeah, those 3. Mm-hmm. They're from the old rams.
Look at these lumps. Who's the nicest lump again?
The middle one.
Huh?
The middle one.
No, I'm saying this is the nicest one here. That one's got a little more width to the hip, maybe. That's a real nice slope on that one. That's my least favorite.
Yeah,
Right there.
for
It's a
sure.
real nice lump. Smooth. Look.
Going under the willow tree here now because, again, the rain has started. They quickly finish their grain, and now they're going to head into the hay. And that hay is under the lean-to there, so it stays dry, doesn't get mucky from the weather. Got a few more searching for every little morsel. But from Lynn and Arnie back there, we're going to call that a day and make a quick dash to the house. And hopefully you'll join us again tomorrow for the next episode at Ewetopia Farms. Bye for now.